Welcome and thank you for joining. In today's video, we will continue to go through the new enhancements made to the Hire and Onboarding module within your new UZIO employer portal. This will be a two-part video that will highlight both the tasks library and the employee tasks. Tasks are an action that need to be completed by a certain deadline by the assignee. You can create tasks, assign them to the appropriate employees, and track their progress. If the task is not completed by the due date, it then goes into a past due status, but it can be completed at a later time. You can assign tasks for employees to be completed, such as completing their annual appraisal form, or for other team members, such as setting up a laptop for a new team member. To access your task library, you'll go to your left-hand navigation and select Tasks. In your previous employer portal, there was no home for the task library. As you'll see, we now have three different options for your tasks. We have Ongoing, which is for your ongoing employees. This is a new feature. We have your Onboarding and Offboarding, which you had previously, for incoming and outgoing employees. We'll start with reviewing the Ongoing section. You can now create a custom category where all similar kinds of tasks can be placed. As you'll see here, we have three different categories: certifications, performance appraisal, and trainings. We have added the tasks based on the category type. In the event that you want to add a new category, you can do so by clicking the Add Category button. We'll start by selecting the task type and then the category name. As you'll see, the research category has been created, and now we can add a task. This is your Add Task section. It allows you to edit and add the task name and description, and then decide who you want to be notified upon completion. You'll see that since we are on the ongoing task type, that is defaulted, and then the category is also defaulted. We'll start by adding the task name, and then we'll add a brief description, but this is optional. You can notify somebody upon completion, so we'll notify the reporting manager. And lastly, if the assignee mandatorily needs to upload the supporting documents before completion of the task, you can check this box here. You'll note that these are the supporting file format types. Once completed, click Add Task. You can also add tasks within your onboarding and offboarding module as well by going to the Add Task option and doing the same. The description is optional, but it can help when it comes to an employee completing the request. You'll see, unlike in the ongoing, the default assignee is not set. You can either enter in the default assignee, or you can select Reporting Manager. It will allow you to select either the employee or the Reporting Manager, which means if this task is defaulted to the reporting manager, it is required that the manager complete this task. You can also set a default due date. You'll have the options of on the date of hire, before the date of hire, or after the date of hire. We'll select on the date of hire. You can also notify upon completion, so we're going to select the reporting manager. Similar to the ongoing task type, In the event that the employee mandatorily needs to upload supporting documents, you can check this box to make sure that it cannot be completed until the supporting document is uploaded, and then we'll select Add Task. You'll see now that the verification of employment task is now available to be assigned to an employee. Lastly, we have the offboarding. As you'll see, there is some task options available here. We have 3 different categories. In the event that you wanted to add an additional category, you can still do so by going to Add Category and selecting your different task type. If you want to add a task within the current category, you'll select Add Task, and this is what you'll see. As you'll see, the task type is selected as offboarding and the category is pre-selected as well. You would enter your task name here, Since it's this type of task, we're going to set the default assignee to the reporting manager. As you'll see, you still have the option to set it to the employee or the reporting manager for completion. In the event you want to set a default due date, you can still do so. You'll have the option for on the termination date, before the termination date, or after the termination date. Because of the task type, we're going to select before termination date so this employee can get their final check submitted. It will then ask you how long before the termination date. So we'll say 7 days. You can select between days or weeks. You also have the option of who to notify upon completion. You can either enter in the employee's name or you can enter in the reporting manager. As previously in the ongoing and onboarding, in the event that the assignee needs to upload the supporting documents before the completion of the task, you can check this box and click Add Task. Now, this new task is set within the offboarding task category. At any time, if you decide, you can view, edit, and delete the previously created tasks in the task library. We'll start with the ongoing. To delete a previously created task, you'll click the action items and you have the option to delete. You will also see that the action will give you the availability to view and edit and assign to employees. This is a breakdown of your new UZIO task library. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to a member of the UZIO team for additional assistance. Thank you for watching and have a great day.